It's Jan Risher here, and this week's column started with a message I have gotten many times. Roger Clark wrote to me saying, "I sure do miss Smiley." And the truth is, don't we all? I keep Smiley Anders pencils on my desk, partly for luck and partly because they still make me laugh. Some of them say Smiley Anders, some of them say Tammy Faye Baker. But Rogers wasn't exactly writing about Smiley. He wanted to tell me a story about his 7-year-old granddaughter, Frances. She's an eternal optimist with a calligraphy pen and a wax seal. Frances recently wrote a letter to Princess Catherine, and y'all, the princess wrote her back. The little girl was so thrilled in Slidell that she immediately started sewing the princess a purse. Using a marker, she drew a lovely whale on the purse because, as she explained to her grandfather with total sincerity, she is the Princess of Wales. I talked to Frances's mom, who told me this is just a little of who Frances is, a small bird with big questions, the kind of kid who wanted to know whether Queen Elizabeth liked pizza, the kind of kid who writes letters to people she admires, and they often write her back. The story reminded me of a funny moment from my own life, from the time my daughter and I camped out in London from the royal wedding in front of St. James Palace, where Prince William was sleeping that night. We got very little sleep that night because there was a line of porta potties between us and the palace. The porta potties clearly had the strongest springs known to man. I later heard an interview with Prince William, who explained that he too didn't get much sleep the night before his wedding. When the journalist asked if it was his nerves, he said, "No, there was a line of porta potties in front of St. James Palace, and they had these really strong springs on the doors that would slam all night long." So, the future King of England and I, we have that in common. At any rate, go ahead and read the column. It's just to say that the world is smaller, sweeter, and stranger than we possibly think it could be. And Smiley, Roger was right. He would have loved this one. You can read the full story in this week's column at The Advocate or thetimespicayune.com. I hope you'll check it out.